Good evening. So this is Saturday night. I am sucking to my Tylenols because I'll tell you why swallowing is not the greatest idea for me right now. But and if you can believe it, I'm down to just Tylenols for pain by choice with some complications, but I'll get there. So where I left off was I guess Thursday. The surgery was Wednesday. And you guys saw them, I think, bring me the dinner that Wednesday night. Thursday, I ended up getting a waitress of my own. She'd come and take my order, so that was nice. And I pretty much always opted for the lean protein and then soluble vegetables, cooked soluble vegetables and soft fruits, like pears and peaches and all that. And got some broth. I got a little bit of squash soup and different things. I'll show you a picture. So that was good. I'll show you a picture too of my epidural site. Another kind of cool side effect, even though it's not relieved but completely, but my shins had been so itchy. I think the antibiotics kind of knocked that down. It sort of looked like eczema, but perhaps there was a bit of a bacterial effect in it or something. So this is probably a bit TMI, but on the Thursday, I could feel a little weight in my rectum. So I thought, okay, well, I'll probably head to the bathroom and see what that is. And I had made myself like a little, I guess kind of like my Preparation H recipe on my home healing, what's it called? I have a playlist on like natural home and body and garden, I think. So I made some of that. I brought some finger condoms so I could just kind of coat the area a little bit. And doing that too, it's like a digital stimulation. So, but the first day, that Thursday, it just was blood, which is to be expected because obviously they sewed my bowel together. And maybe it's TMI, but here it is. Ryan, I guess the hospital chair wasn't really cutting it for him. They did put a pillow on it, which was nice, but he took a little drive and he went and got one of those zero gravity, imagine that, lawn chairs. So it's been nice for him to recline. He decided to make himself look like a grandpa, having a snooze. So we haven't gotten to counting my staples yet, but you'll see on my stoma, they did a purse string stitch, and then here's my staples also, incision line. Each morning the team of surgeons comes up and checks on me. Put my last Tylenol in here. It's very bitter. So this is Dr. Guman on the far right. She was the assistant surgeon in the surgery. She didn't do the surgery, but she was the assistant, and she is a surgeon on board here at St. Paul's. And then in the middle there, I thought she looked so much like Demi Moore, so I had that stuck in my head that she was Demi Moore. And then when I asked her what her real name was, she said Brooke, and I got Brooke Shields stuck in my head and forgot her last name. But I think it was McDonald or Donaldson. Anyways, found out the residential doctors, they have to work 28-hour shifts. Just blew my mind. She said it's been like that for a long time. It's almost like an initiation. And then I think it was McCallahan on the far left there. So they've been taking good care of me. So when Friday rolled around, it was Ryan's birthday. He's been taking the truck. I was a little hot in the hospital parkade. We built out a bed he had built out a bed. I think Lou helped him, the back of our truck. But he had found a secure place to sleep overnight, and he found a beautiful parkland, has a little spigot there. A park with all sorts of, features, and a nice ocean. People going for ocean baths in the morning. I don't think he was quite that brave, but yeah, so he's been enjoying nice walks. Even from the hospital, he had found, I think, a beach lined with palm trees, and some pretty beautiful spots. North and West End, Vancouver really is quite beautiful. Another thing he found over there, well, I guess I could take a little credit, but is this restaurant called Tractor. It's like a healthy fast food chain, but it's not like anyone I'd ever been in. It's like you kind of make up any kind of different bowls and stuff, but lots of ingredients. You can kind of Mexican or whatever they got, like lots of fermented foods you can add in. They offer like kombuchas and fermented sodas, and it was very, like, compared to the pricing around and what you would get, very reasonable and tasty and light and pretty impressive. So Ryan's actually gone there a few times. Yeah, so he ended up going there with a buddy from work for his birthday. I'm not going to show you a picture of the buddy, but they went there and had a great time. And he's been also, they had at that park, they had an outside gym. It's kind of built for wheelchairs, which is nice for people in wheelchairs, but you can kind of like, be creative and anyone can use it, right? So he's been getting his workouts in, gives him a little bit downtime, and this is, so we had our first girl Wednesday night, Thursday night. Our neighbor was Molly, and her mom was here a lot. And she was, young and very, like, evolution, kind of Green Planet. And, but, we got talking, and she was just such a nice girl, and we still had lots of things in common to talk about. And she had a complexity to her. She was a thinker. Like, I really liked her. I got to share my faith with her, and we just actually, I think we kind of had a little love for each other. It was really sweet. When she left, we were, Mom, is you? Anyways, it was kind of nice. And then the next lady we had in, Holly, just for one night, fighting cancer. So we had some good chats too. But she didn't quite get the same place in my heart. But it was okay. Saturday night now. We're on our own tonight. Hoping to catch up on sleep, because the night of the surgery I only slept 2 hours, and then I did have a 2-hour nap on Thursday, and then this is so crazy, but Friday night and Saturday night I didn't even sleep at all. And so today I've been dozing. I've been dozing off, so that's, I don't think for great lengths of time or anything, but my body feels like it's in a relaxed state and ready to go. But I almost felt like, you can see me in this picture when they took me for an x-ray, I can't even keep my eyes open because they're just heavy, even though I can't sleep. It's like my eyes are heavy. So basically today I had vomited a little bit of water. Just had a wave of nausea in the morning, vomited a little water. Like, that was weird. And then they took my epidural out to move me on to oral meds, and I took the hydromorphone, which is that, like, Dilaudid. And within an hour, I felt quite ill. Ryan had gone for a little walk because I was supposed to try to have a nap. And I called him back, and ended up being quite an episode. My stomach hurts so bad because vomiting puts a lot of pressure on your belly. So Ryan was pushing on my stomach with pillows, and anyways, I vomited quite a bit more, very acidic. And so they sent me for an x-ray. Everything looks fine. It's just backed up. It's slow. So it's like an ileus, right? So I'm just praying that my body just gets back to moving. It was moving so well, like right off the bat. So it's kind of unfortunate that it just slowed right down. But, they had originally told me expect 10 days. And if you get out in 7, great, And then the next thing you know, it was like, oh, if you keep this up, you're out in 4. So who knows what this will turn into, but I'm down to ice chips and trying not to swallow much. They put me on saline for fluid, and because I don't want to put any more hydromorphone in my mouth and have another episode, because it does upset your stomach and it also slows down your bowel. I'm trying to just do it with Tylenol for pain management at this point. Which, you know, if you stay still, you don't feel as much. But definitely I have a tender belly. And yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. I know this is so raw, so I figured I might finish off raw. You guys can see my stool is very like kind of fluffy mushy, but my poos kind of look like this. I had 3 of them, and no blood, so it's good. And it's obviously the connection is not the problem, which is fabulous.